Ethan was only 12 years old, but life already felt heavy on his shoulders. His mother worked long hours cleaning houses, and his father had passed away years ago, leaving behind a profound silence and a mountain of unanswered questions. Most evenings, Ethan found himself alone at the small kitchen table, staring blankly at his homework. He felt a mix of helplessness and a simmering anger at the world. Whenever a problem appeared, Ethan's strategy was simple: avoid it. When school became difficult, he skipped classes. When other kids teased him for wearing old, worn-out clothes, he would just walk away quietly, his head down. And when his mother, her face etched with worry, asked what was wrong, his answer was always the same: nothing. Ethan held on to one firm belief: life is unfair, and there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. One afternoon, after another particularly bad day at school, Ethan wandered aimlessly into a quiet park near his home. He slumped onto a bench, his head bowed, his small fists clenched in frustration. That's when he noticed an old man sitting nearby. The man had silver hair, a worn coat, and calm, kind eyes that seemed to have witnessed many storms. He was feeding breadcrumbs to pigeons, humming softly to himself. After a few moments of silence, the old man spoke, his voice gentle. "You look like someone carrying a heavy load, young man." Ethan just shrugged, not even looking up. "It doesn't matter. Problems don't change." The old man smiled. "They do when you do." Ethan scoffed, a bitter sound you wouldn't understand. "My life is just full of obstacles." The old man slowly stood up, leaning heavily on his cane. "Let me tell you something," he said, his voice steady. "I lost both my parents before I turned 15. I worked as a janitor while trying to go to school. I failed more times than I can even count." Ethan finally looked up, his eyes wide with surprise. "But you don't look angry." The old man let out a soft chuckle. "Oh, I was angry. I was furious until I learned a very important lesson. Life doesn't remove the obstacles. It just waits to see if you'll face them." The old man then pointed with his cane to a large stone that was blocking a section of the park path. "See that rock? You can complain about it, you can walk away from it, or you can push it slowly, painfully, but you push it forward, feeling a strange mix of curiosity and defiance." Ethan stood up and walked over to the rock. He put his hands on its rough surface and pushed with all his might. It barely moved. He sighed, defeated. "I can't." The old man nodded understandingly. "Not today. But if you push just a little bit, every single day, one day, it will move." Those words echoed in Ethan's mind and stayed with him. That very night, for the first time in a long time, Ethan spoke honestly to his mother. "I'm scared," he admitted, his voice barely a whisper. "But I want to try." She pulled him into a tight, warm hug. The weeks that followed weren't easy. Ethan went back to school and, swallowing his pride, asked for help. He faced the kids who mocked him, and this time he didn't run. He stayed up late studying, failed a few more tests, but he didn't quit. Every evening, he remembered the old man's words about pushing the rock a little every day. Months later, Ethan returned to the park. He looked for the old man, but the bench was empty. The rock on the path, however, had been moved aside, clearing the way. A small smile spread across Ethan's face. Years passed. Ethan grew into a strong, confident young man. On the day he graduated, he walked through that same park and noticed a small plaque near the bench where he'd met the old man. It read, "Obstacles are not here to stop you. They are here to show you who you can become." Standing there, Ethan whispered to himself, "Thank you," because he had finally learned the greatest lesson of life. Face your life. Face your obstacles. Running only makes them bigger, but courage makes you stronger. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like and subscribe for more content that inspires.